Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, let's do, it's Friday the 13th and it's also the full moon, the harvest full moon. I was just shuffling these cards. I've got two decks of cards here. I was just shuffling, well actually I was shuffling the small deck, which I don't normally do. I don't really tend to shuffle them beforehand, and the star card came out sideways. It kind of tilted itself. And then I shuffled again and then it showed itself. And I was just about to shuffle the Rider-Waite and look what's on the bottom. The star card. So, just picking up on this star energy before I've even started the reading. Okay, let's do a weekend reading. Or just, well, today, Friday the 13th, there you go. It will soon tell us if it's kind of feels like a weekend reading. Let's pull a story. See what's going on with the star here. Okay. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Divine Masculines here. The Moon, the Seven of Cups. I'm going to tell you, how is this? How is this like this? Okay. It's because I'm so focused on this Hierophant, and it reminds me of something that I said to my daughter yesterday. She had West Side Story on, and I was watching it with her. Now, there are the Jets and the Sharks, and the leader of kind of the Sharks, he done this, I think it was at the dance, but he kind of done this sign, and I said to my daughter, what does that sign mean? Because the Hierophant's doing it. So I don't know how to find that out. I don't really know what this sign means. And West Side Story is really kind of like Romeo and Juliet. So breaking traditions, the way that things are normally done. So I want to say this is a mixing of cultures maybe. But I don't know. It's intriguing me. Just like these Divine Masculines that are kind of looking at the Hierophant here. The keys are the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine keys. This just reminds me of the Gateway. And then we have the Moon, which I feel, is, this energy that we're in right now, this harvest, full moon. And then we have its decision time. I've been looking at this card a bit differently as well. For one with the, I don't know what this is called, but it is on the Two of Cups, and it's the Divine Feminine who's wearing this on her head. And because there's kind of death on the cup, I believe this is when you're not, afraid of death. Also, there's other kind of the Tower, facing the Tower. I wasn't really sure what this felt like. It felt a bit like the Dark Night of the Soul, because I felt like the mouth was kind of, maybe it's just the shadow side. There's all your demons. And then it was a snake here. It's like, do you go for this that seems to be guarded by this snake? It's like, are you deterred by the snake? And then we have all the treasures here. I don't know why I feel like these three are in a row with the treasure. Moving up to the, I want to say the divine being, but you have to face death to be able to wear this. So I feel like this could be the Divine Masculine kind of choosing. This is what I feel, bringing the cup. It'd be interesting if the Two of Cups comes out, because I feel that this could be the cup that the Divine Masculine chooses. And this is the cup that he presents to the Divine Feminine, and she has this on her on her head. He places this on her head and delivers the cup. I don't know where I'm going with that, but there we go. Okay. But we have this resting that seems to be wanting to show itself. Healing, rejuvenating, and then we have the harvest. It's time for a harvest. So this is really kind of, yeah, it's a transition here. It's saying it's decision time. See, for me, this here will be maybe just starting of the games. Okay, let's carry on. Passion's been ignited, or the opportunity is here. This is a message that's coming in. But it is a message that's been thought about long and hard. Being of the Pentacles, it's a secure message. Okay, a secure message. And then we have this. Okay, because there's this element of divine timing here. I feel that there's been some explanation regarding ignoring the offer, the divine offer. Birds are chatty outside. King of Swords has come to the Queen of Swords. He does want to come with passion, but first of all they need to talk. You can have a look at the Queen of Cups holding this cup here, which I want to say kind of represents the divine masculine. It's like this cup's trying to talk and explain things to the divine feminine here. Passion's kind of coming in from behind, but it doesn't seem like it's top priority. It's most definitely passion is involved, but first of all, I believe there's some explaining that needs to be done to the Queen of Pentacles, which is the divine feminine's energy. It's like an explanation. He does have his coin. I spoke about the cup as well, but we haven't had the Two of Cups come out in this part. Let me have a look. These are called the Tarot to Go. Let's see what the clarification is. The Hierophant. Two of Swords. The Five of Swords and the Star. The Four of Rods, that's about the connection. I'm just clarifying one card here. This is about the divine partnership, the divine connection. We've got the Hierophant here, and I believe that he's orchestrating, well, it's divine's orchestrating kind of this gateway here. Two of Swords, the divine feminine is in her own knowing, but not aware of anything that's really going on in the physical. We have the Surrender card here with the Five of Swords. So it's like he's putting an end to the nonsense. And then we have the Star. I feel with this is a Star card that showed its face twice. But I feel as if it's kind of, she can't believe her luck really. It's just abundance just comes flowing in. So I feel with here, that's the surrender to the connection. Let's look at this moon. We're looking into this harvest moon. The Knight of Cups. So it's coming in with that cup. I want to say, which one does he choose? The Knight of Cups is apologetic. It's like he's carrying that cup really carefully. He comes on angel's wings. Look at the wings on his helmet there. With the Moon card, using your intuition, being intuitively guided. What is this decision here? Because I've explained these kind of cups, and because I'm trying to kind of make sense of their meaning. Justice and the Queen of Rods, which is the Divine Feminine and a pussycat. There really is this kind of secretive nature to this, where it's justice knows what's right. For the Queen of Rods as well, the Divine Feminine. Stay in passionate anticipation. So look at this Ace of Wands, because something passionate's coming in. It's just going through the transition here. The Divine Masculine does look battered. Like I said, it feels like the offer is passionate. But first of all, there's some things that need healing. So here's the transition. So it's taking the Divine Masculine out of this cold, icy environment where it's a bit draining. And pushing the Divine Masculine now into this passionate new adventure. We've got the Page of Pentacles. This is a messenger who's, I feel as if he's going to reach out and explain. Oh, it says, I was going to say explain his absence. And there's his absence. The Eight of Cups now. So it's like a decision had been made, allowing justice to finalise things. But I feel here as if the Divine Feminine was a choice. It was just in divine timing. Now the Eight of Cups is, I want to say, the Divine Masculine here, going into solitude, walking away from them eight, finding himself. And once you found yourself, you're able to explain a bit about what happened whilst you were lost. I have actually a little, the Resurrection. I'm going to go and get it, a little banner that I have. Oh, just as Lily's going to. She might take my place. But I have this hanging up. I think that's kind of perfect, because we have the Resurrection card here. So only when we're lost can we find ourselves again. And I felt here was more of the explanation of, as in kind of why the Divine Masculine ignored the offer, didn't take the offer, what he was actually focusing on. His stubbornness and the unhappiness of this card. This is the card of refusing to see other options, and life can become rather unhappy. A Seven of Cups. There are more treats in here. We have the Star at the top. So I feel as if the Divine Feminine maybe wasn't the Divine Masculine's top priority. Okay, this might come in a bit more here because the snake is higher up here than the Divine Feminine, who's hidden. But here the Star is kind of on top of this tower. I don't know what's underneath. Why does it look like an octopus? There's like a castle, a star, a rainbow. I don't know if that's an octopus. There's a dragon. Doesn't look as, I don't know, this one looks a bit soft, like a bit of a teddy bear. There's the crown, and then there's the fairies. I feel that the divine masculine could have different belief systems now. It's like he's not afraid, especially of that snake. Okay, let's get back. So I feel here as if the divine masculine just really needed to get his priorities right. Or I don't know if I should say right. No, I should. The right choice for him with the help of justice. And a push from the archangels. So this Eight of Cups here, I feel, was where the divine masculine went to heal in the void here. And now I want to say there's this offer of a passionate new start for him. It's the resurrection, explaining the resurrection. And then we have the King of Swords. So he knows the truth. He can explain it logically, I want to say, because the King of Swords can have a harsh tongue. So can the Queen of Swords, because they're truth seekers. So I suppose it depends on who you're communicating with. And it's with the divine feminine. So it's truth meets truth, really. Just hear those birds outside and look how she's just in her element, in her earth element. So I feel that the divine masculine does know that he can approach the divine feminine. She's very mature. It's like she is self-sufficient, as in she can take the truth. We have the divine masculine here, I want to say, kind of spilling his heart out about all the toxic things. To the divine feminine. It's where he feels the comfort. She brings the balance here. So I'm definitely picking up this energy because she does look contented and okay to, how she's holding this cup. It's not really aggressively, is it? It's quite tenderly. It looks like there's someone eavesdropping here. Okay, I'm not sure who's listening in on the conversation. Don't know, but that little cherub underneath there has like a fish. So I want to say maybe talking over supper. So maybe a meal here. I don't know, because I feel the divine masculine wants to come in passionately, but maybe wants to be in an environment where they can't just get passionate, where you have to talk. But passion's definitely on the mind, or on the horse's mind here, but there's a seriousness to this. Knight of Wands, this needing to explain. Six of Pentacles, bringing in the balance now. Okay. I'm quite mesmerised by this card, and a few things came out which I should tell you. First of all, I looked and it looked like they were like breasts, and somebody wanting to cup somebody's breasts. So I felt this motherly energy, just feeling comforted, being close. But I feel here, look, there's a bit of a distance, okay? There's the infinity symbol. Also, it was kind of like having stars in your eyes. So I imagine that they were kind of, you know, eyes, glasses, that just adored the divine feminine and how she handles situations. So I feel the divine masculine feels as if he is in caring, loving, capable hands that he trusts. Now, let's move on to this card now that that one stopped. Okay. It was like mesmerising me. Okay. Just with these stars, just seeing stars. Well, that's what I kind of said before I came on. It's just seeing stars now. I want to say it feels like you've been knocked out and transformed into a new kind of realm where the stars are visible. When you kind of take it, I don't know, it's just like everything's been like animated. Anyway, Six of Pentacles, bringing in the balancing out those scales of giving and receiving. You've got justice here. I feel here the divine masculine is providing, okay, but also he's managing to keep his own scales up there balanced. We said justice stepped in here with the divine feminine and the divine masculine making the choice. And I believe the divine masculine's made a choice to allow himself to be happy, but he's also capable, let me just get Lily off the table, he's also capable of caring for others. Okay. It's like he wants back his passion as well. Where's his justice? So I feel them scales are really balanced out. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the underlying energy here, which is the nurturing, divine feminine's energy, the mother energy, and we've got the Chariot. You can see the yin yang on here. The divine masculine is with that blue here on his hat. I want to say that's the throat chakra. Being able to speak the truth, know the truth, and see the truth. Because we've got stars here. It's about kind of being transported to another world, another land. Maybe feeling rather Egyptian here. But we've got the yin yang. And how he's pushing that chariot is by force. He's kind of got the magician's wand here. And he's using his power of intention to be able to move this forward, having the willpower, the courage and the determination. It's like seeing through the veil to the other side. Wow, okay. I'm not really sure where to go from here. I've kind of lost the flow of the story. The oracles will bring it together, but I believe that this is the divine masculine now, being able to express what happened in the dark night of the soul. Only when we're lost can we find ourselves again. And then you can kind of admit, can't you, that I was lost. And but it don't feel good when you're in it, when you are lost. It's only when you've kind of found your way home. It's a bit of a Hansel and Gretel. This really does remind me of these are called Hanson Roberts. It reminds me of little Hansel and Gretel cards. The birdies ate the breadcrumbs. I'm pulling a Sacred Spirit reading card apparently. Okay. Let's see what the message is. Oh, okay, I'm going to take this one. Wow, third eye vision. Okay, where is the Chariot? I said about the throat chakra. It felt was there on his helmet, and that's kind of, I want to say that's positioned perfectly if it was just down a little bit forward, the third eye. So reclaim your mind. Wow. Card number 36. It's the last card in the book. So we're coming to some kind of completions here, aren't we? Liberate your vulnerability and reclaim your mind. The third eye chakra is located along the brow line and its axis point between the eyes. Every individual has a third eye, but not all choose to open. In ancient times, oh wow, we're going to have to hold up this, where's this Chariot card? Oh, we've got the Nine of Cups underneath, he's looking, it's this peacock feather again. Okay, let's see if we can get some meaning behind this peacock feather as well as this sign that the Hierophant. Okay, so Nine of Cups is now wishes fulfilled. Every individual has a third eye, and not all choose to open. In ancient times and across different cultures, the third eye was an asset. The ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Hindus all viewed the third eye and pineal gland as a gateway to the heavens, expanding consciousness and higher wisdom. Known in Sanskrit as Ajna, so that's really not how you're going to pronounce it. Okay, its meaning is command and perceiving. Hello, Lily. Command. Did I call you, did I? Oh, you just knew it was time. Okay, so this comes in really with this, doesn't it? This multi-dimensional door allows individuals glimpses into different realms, as well as remote viewing, distant healing, visionary experiences, and energetic practices. Using third eye vision requires careful practice. Psychic debris, energetic distortions, and imbalanced frequencies can stick to the third eye chakra and to an individual's aura and energy bodies. This can leave you with emotional disturbance, insomnia, or nightmares, a negative outlook on life, or mysterious physical aches, pains, or illnesses. So this is a big key for the Divine Masculine's third eye to open. Okay, using the third eye vision requires careful practice. So this can be a kind of an explanation of what's been going on whilst his third eye he's being mastered, I want to say. This can leave you feeling emotional disturbance, insomnia or nightmares, a negative outlook on life, or mysterious physical aches, pains or illnesses. Currently you may be feeling forgetful, moody and extremely sensitive to smells, lights and taste. Visual stimulation is overpowering. Well, the Divine Masculine could not even bear to see the light yesterday, to even kind of face it. I want to say here with the Divine Feminine, as you can see, she's blindfolded. It's like an adjustment to the light. Okay. Visual stimulation is overpowering. Now is the time to reclaim your mind, satisfy your needs first, instead of people pleasing. Okay, so I feel that the Divine Masculine really has done this with the card here. He's going to look after his own needs as well, and being able to find the balance of giving and receiving, not just being a people pleaser, because there's a lot here that he wants to kind of get off of his, he wants to like let his heart out. He just wants to get things off of his chest. Right now, feelings of vulnerability will rise to the surface. Fear of self-exposure and judgment will influence your current relationships. Try to avoid crowds and busy places, as collective mental energy will influence your state of mind. But that's just going into the void, isn't it? Solitude. Continually trying to protect yourself from harsh criticism and personal judgments will keep you in a defensive mindset and influence your decision making. Intuitively, don't rush into a third eye experience. Take it slow and seek a suitable teacher to avoid spiritual risks. If you wish to intensify or gain third eye visions more regularly, activate and decalcify your pineal gland through visual meditation. shadow aspect, delusion, fictitious, fictitious. I'm not saying that right. Studious and self-sacrificing. Okay, so the archangel is Jeremiah, and it's opening third eye vision and prophecy. Well, there's a prophecy here, I believe. The affirmation, I see clearly and accurately through my mind's eye. That's quite a important card, wasn't it? Quite relevant. Let's see what else we can delve into. Let's go into the angel prayers. The miracle of forgiveness. It's Archangel Jeremiah again. Thank you, Jeremiah, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. In every challenging area of your life right now, there is an opportunity to forgive. Forgiveness is a deconditioning of the mind. It is the process that takes place when we let go of fear and choose to love instead. It is a miraculous procedure that breaks down the barricades that shut off our heart and soul from the most divine and abundant of experiences. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to choose forgiveness today, as you deserve to experience only love in your life and on your spiritual journey. The expanded interpretation. The angels know you can give yourself a hard time over past choices. They are shining their light of healing and support on you and encouraging you to forgive yourself and let go of any thoughts of regret or pain. Unforgiving or resentful thoughts, whether towards yourself or anyone else, just become a weight, a drain on your body and mind. Your angels are here to set you free from your past and remind you it doesn't exist. It is the present moment that is real. You are here now. Trust this and allow yourself to move forwards. You are forgiven. Never forget it. Okay, Archangel Jeremiah. Jeremiah's name means mercy of God, and he is the angel who allows us to look back over our life and gain clarity on where we are today. He is a miracle worker, and he helps us bring the flame of forgiveness into our heart so we can move forwards in a more fearless and powerful way. You can invoke his presence by visualizing his bright yellow, orange and gold aura surrounding you. The miracle of forgiveness. Forgiving yourself and others of past events. It doesn't exist anymore. It's happened. It's done. It was meant to be that way. Just focusing now on the present. Okay. What else would like to be said? Oh, sorry. Oh, let's get one of these energy cards. Walking away. Card number 27. Letting go and moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. I feel this is Divine Feminine already there. And broken heart. Grief and loss. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing. And have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. Leaving the past in the past, and there is just this venting, and I want to say maybe for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, but I'm feeling very much the Divine Masculine here venting to the Divine Feminine, explaining, getting it off of his chest, and then allowing this heart to heal, this self-love. There's definitely self-love going on here for the Divine Masculine. Do we want to pull another one from here? Yes, let's do it. Yeah, the healer of the ages. Health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart. This reminds me of that star card. Flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. Okay, let me just reread that part. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and hearts, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, so it's the healing, the benefits of the Divine Feminine sending this healing energy. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalise your life force. And that's what the star will do. She will revitalise your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance or renewal. Know that at the deepest level an important healing is taking place. We spoke yesterday about the Divine Masculine feeling this healing energy, this unconditional love that's being sent from the Divine Feminine straight to the Divine Masculine's heart. Okay, and I want to say that he's feeling the benefit of that now. Okay. Mermaids and dolphins. see if there's anything else that we need to talk about today. Self-employment. Okay, you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So, divine masculine, divine feminine will be working together in some kind of spiritual quest, I want to say. It doesn't mean that that's going to be their kind of primary main. I just believe that they're going to be working, okay, together. So self-employment, this is really about now considering your options and the possibilities that are available to the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This feels like a kind of project together. So self-employment, you have the drive, discipline and desire to be your own boss. This card also shows that you have the magical ingredients for a successful business. Heaven wants you to know that you're fully supported spiritually. As long as you stay enthusiastic, new opportunities will come to you. Your positive energy attracts customers, clients, and contracts. If you're in the process of opening a new business, now is the time to do spiritual work, praying, meditating, visualizing, and affirming. To conduct research about your business and to do work on yourself by eating healthfully, getting sufficient sleep, and exercising regularly. These multiple layers of action will propel you to miraculous business opportunities. So there's nothing about going out and seeking it in the physical. It says what you need to do now is work on your spiritual work. So pray, meditate, visualize and affirm. Conduct research about the business that you're looking into. And to work on yourself by sorting out your diet, eating healthfully, getting yourself sufficient sleep and exercising regularly. So once your kind of energy levels, you've kind of got your mojo back a bit, you're going to be able to focus more on those principles of self-healing, getting ready for, well really it suggests that you're preparing to be a spiritual teacher of love, self-employment. A new dawn. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So it looks like the star card here. So a new dawn is here. Let's get one more. I'm not going to read that one. And yes, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. Okay, so let's read the meaning. You're fairly certain about your next move, and you've pulled this card as additional validation, which will spur you into action. This card confirms that your intuition is accurate and that you can trust it fully. The joy you feel knowing that your intuitive feelings are valid may be tempered by the fear of making life changes. Heaven wants you to know, however, that all of the details are being taken care of. You're supported in all ways as long as you ask for help and then accept it as it comes to you in various forms. The joy you feel knowing that your intuitive feelings are valid may be tempered by the fear of making life changes. So it's like it's still that juggling between the fear of knowing that you should be in another direction and actually, you know, making the change to do that. I think I want to get a postcard from Spirit. Where are they? With love. Big love heart there. I was just about to say, it looks like it's been around the world. You can hear an aeroplane go over. I don't know why this part here just reminded me of the world. Okay. Dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy, you act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free, loving you so much, always and forever. Okay. I want to get an affirmator. Courage. Oh, we've got another one underneath as well, but let's read courage first. Looks like Mighty Mouse. No one is fearless, no one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Okay. Scared of your own shadow. Personal growth. As I move towards greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they helped me get to where I am. But now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. There's the personal growth. And it's just having the courage now to kind of, when fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, and then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. It's just about being courageous. So I face the fear and do it anyway. I want to get one more. And I feel we're going to end on a Mother Mary card. Oh, okay, we've got a few here, 3. We've got story of my life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn the Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. I don't know what that prize is, but there's a snake. The prize. And then trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it's in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive whiner. Magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with, holy crap, that's unbelievable. Yeah, that's kind of me. Holy crap, that's unbelievable. Just be amazed, play with the synchronizations, the synchronicities. It's divine is leading you every step of the way if you can take the time to notice the signs and try and make sense out of them. Okay, let's end on this Mother Mary card. I know those romance angels so want to speak to me. They've been calling out. Okay. Our Lady of the Resurrection. It's just a Divine Feminine's energy all over this. Okay. The eternal light dwells in my heart, and as you enter into my heart, held safe in my love for you, that light becomes visible to you. It will show you the way through any darkness and help you understand the purpose of past suffering so that you can let it go and be at peace, free from confusion, shame or doubt. There is divine purpose within all that is. You have been struggling and now it is a time for rest. Step into the light of my heart now, beloved, and let the darkness go. The time is drawing near for your resurrection and release. It is a strange paradox that when we are truly open to life, we must be prepared to die many deaths before it is time for our physical life to end. So I felt here this was, I said about not being afraid of death. We might suffer deaths of relationships, of ideals, of identities, even of certain hopes and dreams. If we can mourn these deaths, give them proper attention and due acknowledgement, grieving in whatever way is respectful and truthful, then those deaths become sacred sacrifices on the altar of new life. If we try to rush past these many deaths, pushing them to one side out of fear that they may mean something terrible or frightening, then we will suffer more than needs be. Perhaps we become fearful if we feel that we are not in control of life and cannot prevent its powerful unfolding because we do not trust where life is leading us. Then too we miss our chance to make a sacrifice and feel more connected with life and with death as a natural part of life. We don't have to be scared of these deaths, as painful as they may be. We can accept that they are signs that we are growing and life is flowing. We can even use them to gain confidence that a new direction, a new life is calling us. There is always so much more to come, always. No matter how old we may be or how jaded we may feel at times, there is always boundless life awaiting us. All that is needed is a willingness for us to be open to receiving it. The Oracle of Our Lady of Resurrection is about discovering the light after the struggle, about life after death. Perhaps the deaths you have encountered have been literal and you have lost a beloved through death, or perhaps by a parting of ways through separation of some kind. Perhaps your endings have been more subtle, internal, or symbolic. Perhaps you are going through that experience right now. Whatever the case, the Divine Mother speaks to you now about the promise of her light, about the resurrection, about the fact, decreed by her, that you shall indeed rise again. As you await the grace of her light to permeate your consciousness and help you rise up out of the ashes of your own suffering, reborn, you are asked to take a moment and connect with the wisdom of the owl. This nocturnal creature can help you ascertain what it is that the darkness of death, the nighttime of the soul, has brought to you. Sometimes it is only in letting go that we are able to open up to receive. Sometimes the death opens us to new life in a way that no other situation could do. The blessing hiding in the death doesn't make it easier to bear. We must grieve honestly. And it does bring another perspective, one of hope, of emerging light, of the realisation that just as the sun breaks through the darkest night at dawn, so too will Our Lady of the Resurrection lift us from even the deepest sorrow and gently urge us into the new light, new understanding and new life. Take heed, beloved, your time of darkness is swiftly drawing to a close and a new day is soon to be upon you. The Holy Mother is with you and together you shall celebrate. Wow, a new dawn. Okay, let me read this romance angel. Are we going to do a journey of love? today? Yes. It's Friday. Let's finish the week off with a journey of love. Well, let's finish the weekdays off. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So it's really about being easy on yourself, being light-hearted. The romance angels guide you to initiate romance with flirtatiousness, which entails smiling with your eyes as you connect with others. It doesn't necessarily involve sexuality, although it can. Flirting is playful in nature, and playfulness is the heart of romance. If you're in a relationship, flirting with your partner can revive passion. If you're single, this activity can attract new relationships as well as a love relationship. Drawing this card can simply mean that making more eye contact with others will help you connect with people. This is especially true if you smile and say hello more often. Everyone you meet is a potential friend, and studies show that most people are introduced to their mates through mutual acquaintances. Therefore, form new friendships both as a way of meeting a new partner and to increase your enjoyment of life. Just this closeness here. I want to, if you're in a relationship, and I want to say this is the divine masculine and the divine feminine really working on their connection. So if you're in a relationship, flirting with your partner can revive the passion. I don't want to say kind of about seeing the funny side of things, but like I said, it's easier to talk about the dark night of the soul when you're kind of out of it. This Lovers Oracle want to, okay. We're going to end on this, guys. Love is an angel disguised as lust. It's those like kind of, I want to say googly eyes, star eyes. Have a look here. He's just kind of like besotted with her. It's like he wants to smell her. Hold her hand. In true love, you want what is best for the other person. In romantic love, you only want the other person. This in true love, you only want what is best for the other person, and I believe that is for both the counterparts to not allow or to not want the other to see them go through that dark night of the soul. And that's true love, not wanting to take somebody through the dust and the dirt and the nightmares with you. And that's a solo journey. We've got two more. We're going to end on these. Love will die if held too tightly. Love will fly if held too lightly. It's finding that balance there. We shall end on this. Two souls with but a single thought. Two hearts that beat as one. Okay, guys, have yourself a fantastic Friday the 13th, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.